All right, so we've created our storyboard stuff. Now we need to do more of the programming type stuff. So to do that, let's first get our view controllers in order. So this one, this view is connected to just the standard view controller here. And this one, let's just make sure this one isn't connected to anything. So that's a problem because we're going to need to do view controller stuff. So first, by default, this is just called view controller, but let's give it a more specific name for clarity's sake. So it's called data entry view controller, and we could also update the name here. You just click once and wait, boom, data entry view controller. And next, let's create a view controller for this one. It can't be the same one because it's going to have different kind of rules to it. So we'll say new file. Cocoa Dutch class, this is all these preset classes in it, so that's what we want. It's going to be a type of view controller, and we can give it a new name here. So let's call it the display view controller. That's good. Cool. So now we have data entry view controller and display view controller. So let's make sure that that is what's here. Let's see, this is just using that, so that's not good. We need the new one. Data entry, cool. And now this one needs to be display. Awesome. So that's all good. So now that we have them connected, we need to make like outlets for these. So outlets are just like a place in the code that creates a variable out of these objects that are on the screen. And by doing that, we can manipulate these objects through code. So Xcode has a bunch of different ways of doing stuff, but I will do it like this. So I'll go to the view controller and then I'll hit this little thing to like do this. Go to the storyboard. Cool. So let's make outlets for both of these things. So to do this, first I'm clicking on the text field. I hold down Control on my keyboard and then I drag across. We see it pop up. Awesome. So now here we'll say username text field. I think I'm capitalizing all the little things like that. We see that the little filled in circle means it's connected. Cool. And now I'll do something similar for the button. And here I'll say submit button. So now we have those two things, which is cool. And let's just make sure, just to make sure in this last video I made this segue. So that's cool. And now I'll go over to the display view controller and we'll add connections for the display screen. Really just one connection, and that's the username. So this will be username, and it's a label, so we'll add that to the name of it, username label. So that's good. And now let me think. So let's think through what we are going to actually do. When the user opens the app, they put in their, so let's see. Let's actually run it. So what we want to do is when we hit the button, we want to capture whatever has been written into this text field, because then we're going to go over to this screen and we want to display it there. And now we know that the text, all of what's written on these screens is it's all being managed by this view controller in the background. So we put in the name, we hit button, and then this pops up. So it's not updated because we didn't actually do anything with the segue yet. But what we want to do is have that username filled into that spot. So that's what we want to do. And we need to figure out a way of doing that with the with those view controllers. So in the next video, we're going to see how to use the segue function to, or really the prepare for segue function to create that sort of handoff between the two view controllers. So I'll see you in that video.